The absolute Batman is trapped in Arkham Asylum, now Arkham M, with Bane being hunted constantly. This is his life now. This is his penance. This is the absolute Batman. Our story begins on the month of June. You see, Martha has not seen her son in a few days, and she could tell already something is wrong. He's my son. Where is my son? But the thing is, her son, Bruce Wayne, no longer even had the name Bruce Wayne. Now, he was just a number. Now, he was Subject 27. Now, this was hard to watch because I'm a real Batman fan, but he was stripped, searched. And when I say stripped, they took out all of his implants. No weapons, no hidden collarbone blade, no nothing, no needles. He was just bare. The whole point of this was to break him, mind and body. But you see, Batman has something that no one has. He has real freaking drive. Nobody can really break him until he decides, well, I'm done playing, and just escapes. Because they didn't find the one needle that he hid in his own teeth. As he brought it out, he unlocked the door, and he tried to make his escape as low-key as possible. But they really knew he was free. Matter of fact, they were watching him. This was part of his test. As he went around Arkham M, he saw the experiments. He saw what they were working on. This place was a house of horrors, and he stepped into the clay zone. Now, this wasn't our regular clay face, nah. This clay zone looked like he was in pain. He looked like he was hurting. Distracted for a moment, he didn't see the big-ass fist coming for his head. He was knocked out instantly, and there he stood, Prime reporting in. Subject 27 detained. Ooh, you were so close. Keep trying though. And of course he was going to try. He was Batman. We see flashes of the past as to when his friends were watching the next opponent for his best buddy, the Killer Croc. He asked Bruce to train him, of course, but that meant a lot to Bruce because he took his job seriously. The next opponent was a monster. Everyone watched the fight tape and they all knew that this was going to be a big fat L. He probably wouldn't be the same anymore. Oz was blunt. This brother is a killer. Croc, you sure you want to fight this guy? He doesn't look like a normal person. They told him, shut the hell up, god damn it. Time went on and it's now July, and Martha was still searching for her son. She has now become so desperate, she was asking his friends and family, but nobody has seen him. But we have. Subject 27 was going through it for months. Now they think he's docile enough to feed. Now they feed him through his stomach because he doesn't open his mouth. The feeding tubes get changed often, so now they feel they're comfortable enough to swap it out when they need to. Mistake. Big mistake. He was just biding his time, collecting his stomach fluid because he made his own body weapons. He took out his teeth and made a gauntlet. He used them to bash people's heads in. When they begged for mercy, he used his stomach acid to melt their face. He used his piss for nothing more than a flammable substance. This guy was an animal. He's got to the general layout of the environment, so now he knew where to go. Now he knew where to hide. Fuck you guys. You ain't catching me this time. And honestly, they did. He fell off the map until he got to a wall of green. Or should I say brown, because this plant life was dying. He got close enough that the plant that he saw a freaking face. It latched onto him, trying to suck out all of the fluid in his body, saying the exact same thing. The green wants out. Let us out. They were suffocating him, eating him from the inside, until Prime found him. There you are. He ripped off the green from his body, and then proceeds to beat the living dog shit out of Bruce. Subject 27 was back in custody. Confirmed. He was knocked out, dreaming of Selena Kyle. He dreamt of how they used to operate. She would go on criminal jaunts and take him along. That is how they became so close. He knew the method, but right now he was focused on preparing his best friend for a fight. She said, boy, when are you going to tell him the truth? He cannot survive that fight. Don't watch your best friend die. Bruce said, nah, man, he's my best friend. How the hell am I meant to tell him he's not going to do what he wants to do? He's not going to achieve this belt. Nah, I can't do that. She said, boy, come on this job with me. And when we're back, you're telling your friend the truth. Don't watch your friend fucking die. That's insane. Now the month of August, his mother was still searching. Bruce was in custody for about 4 months straight. going through experimentation, mutation, grafting, burns, injuries, cuts. He was no longer who he used to be. He was 100% a subject, a mutant, a thing. He was no longer a person, but a thing. He was to be broken. And just to confirm this, they had one more test planned. They gave him all of his equipment, his suit, his gadgets, and he saw it and got afraid. Leave me alone. You would think he was talking to the scientist, but nah, he was talking to the suit. Because the suit was mean mugging the hell out of him, looking at him like, look at you. You are the Batman, are you not? Put me on and let's break out of this motherfucker. And that is what exactly the fuck he did. He wore his suit and he stepped out. But this time, they watched him without fear, through a glass. Now, my theory is that they wanted to see their experiment at work. They wanted to see if he was now more than he was. They wanted him to kill all these creatures that begged for death. They literally said to him, help us, but he didn't know how. I don't know how to fix you. And they said, end us then. Make it stop. He had a choice to make, a really hard choice, just like before, when his best friend, the Croc, asked him straight up, do you think I could win this fight? He was about to give the answer, about to make the choice when Bane, Prime, stepped up. He kicked him so hard, harder than he has ever been kicked in his life. He walked through that crowd of mutants, killing every single one of them without remorse, like they were nothing. He was coming for the Batman. He was now juiced up, and with every punch, it was like a freaking tank hitting you in your forehead. I do this not out of malice, but because I know what comes at the end. I was once you. You will thank me soon, I promise. But now, let me drop some word knowledge on you. The one quote I live by, it is not the strong or the most intelligent of us that win a war. It is those that learn how to adapt. Can you adapt, little man? He got his answer quickly because a mutant attacked him in his face. He took a hit so hard he fell backwards, and I said he was juiced up. He landed on the scientist, killing 5 at once. He was that big. The rest of the scientists said, fuck this, and tried to run, but the Croc was hungry. He ate all of them in one gulp. Vengeance is a bitch. But Batman saw this and realized who this was. Wayland. The Croc turned around and looked at him dead in his eye. Wayland, is me, Bruce. It got closer and closer, inches from his face. No fear was shown. This is his best friend, his best mate. As he whiffed his boy, he realized who this was. Because even when he asked him straight up, do you think I could win that fight? Bruce said, fuck yes, you got this, bro. And just like that, they got this, bro. Batman mounted his best friend, and they were a unit. Bane didn't give a fuck. He was still talking about his favorite quote, and I think this was a sign that Batman needed to retreat. You won this battle, Bane. You beat my ass for months, but I'll be back. And just like that, he was gone. On the back of his best friend, they made their escape into the sewers, and from the shadows she came. I can't even contain my excitement. You were right, Prime. He is special. As I said, Dr. Arkham. Now it's time for the next phase, when I can really break him. Bane is coming to Gotham. I love this absolute universe. It goes crazy.